Hey gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
And back there is Tucker. He's being a little bit shy because he is being chauffeured in this luxurious Mercedes-AMG E53 sedan. That's right, sedans are not dead yet, and we are testing out the road trip capabilities of one of the newest from Mercedes and AMG. And in this video, we will give you our full thoughts on this vehicle as a family car. Stay tuned. Okay, Holly, so we've had this 2022 Mercedes-AMG E53 for a while now. You've taken it without me.
I have.
You formed opinions, so I am to believe. You won't share with them, with me, until we have cameras rolling, so I am dying to know. You have claimed to be a Mercedes girl. Is this Mercedes for you?
Well, this one hasn't changed my mind on Mercedes. But I really do like all the Mercedes. I mean, how could you not? It's a pretty car.
All the carbon fiber in here, everywhere.
Yeah. You know I like a good steering wheel.
Okay, so we'll start with that. What are your thoughts on that performance steering wheel?
I like it. It's meaty. It kind of feels like a race car.
You've got perforation on 10 and 2.
On the side.
Nice flat bottom, so you can have it low. Yeah.
I like it.
What are your thoughts on, because I know you in technology, there's a lot of controls on the steering wheel, and most of them are haptic touch.
Yeah. You know, okay, so I don't like the black on the steering wheel, you know.
Oh, you've already changed something.
Oh, I did?
Yes, you did.
See, that's the problem.
Yep.
And I would say that of all the cars, Mercedes features are ones I would have to learn the most. Because some of their things are like just different just to be different, it feels like.
Well, I will say, after hopping in this vehicle in the DFW Metroplex to drive it home to East Texas for us, I had a very steep learning curve very quickly before hitting the road, because the whole theme of this car to me is tailored luxury for everyone. This car is so customizable that I feel if we were to buy one, you and I would spend a better part of a day at the dealership learning everything that it can do, because there is so much. You would set up your driver profile, you would have your seat exactly where you want it, you'd have your screens all just the way you want it, and you would be good to go. Then I would set up mine, same thing, I'd have my seating position, 3-person memory, driver and passenger seat. Mm-hmm. So that's the kudos. But we would get everything exactly like we want it, and then it wouldn't be so much of a problem.
Right, and what I like is that all of that customization would be automatic when you chose your driver seat. So I wouldn't have to continually find where my screens are that I like. Now, you asked me how I felt about the screens, because I'm always a supporter of a manual speedometer in addition to screens. But I really have not even paid attention to the screens at all because of the heads up. Isn't that what it's called? The heads up
display.
Yeah, the heads up display,
which
itself, I love.
The heads-up display is itself very customizable. Mm-hmm. That was one of the many things I was playing with learning this vehicle. It was on its performance readout when I got it, so it had a sweeping tack and the speed, and that was it. So you are welcome. I put your posted speed limit, your current speed, your driving directions.
You just customized it to what I would like, because you want me to like this car.
Well, I knew you would, just right out the gate, because of the logo staring right back at you. But I had a really good feeling.
I do like a Mercedes.
I had a really good feeling
Who doesn't like
about
a
this car.
Mercedes?
I mean, you'd have to be crazy, right?
You'd have to be crazy.
So there is, again, a lot to like about this, but I just wanted to touch a little bit on the customization while we're talking about it and let you focus a little more on the traffic over here. So currently over here, we are on the navigation screen, which this vehicle has gesture control. It knows when your hand is close to that trackpad, which I'm waiting for it to forget. So you see, I move my hand to the trackpad and all of a sudden stuff pops up on the screen. It's wondering, okay, you're wanting to do something. So it knows when my hand is close to the trackpad. It also knows, once it forgets, when my hand is close to the screen. All that same stuff pops up. So very customizable, and you can interface with both the trackpad and the screen. So you can do all kinds of stuff there. Lots of good, fun technology and customization in here, and you can see they're popping up as I move my hand around. It's kind of creepy how into the gestures this thing is, but we will get into the vehicle settings. You can see there's all kinds of stuff here. Electronic retractable rear shade in that back window, which works very well for us. You can adjust the lane keep, the all of the driver assistance tech in here. This even has an adjustable height suspension, which works well for our driveway, our very steep driveway. You can get into all your driver assistance tech here, camera, parking. You can actually customize stuff in the vehicle, from setting your seat position based on your height. You tried it, and I tried it. You're kind of making a face. You weren't a big fan either?
No.
Yeah, so right here,
it was a little too close.
Yeah, you can plug in your height, just your height, nothing more. So it's not as in-depth as, say, the Genesis that you and I had, but it positions the steering wheel and the seat to where it thinks you should be. I had my head almost in the ceiling. It was a little too much for me on that one. But there's a lot of customization there. All your built-in apps, your performance pages, which I think are really cool. It takes a little bit of time to load, but this has all-wheel drive and can send 50% of the power to the front or the back, or 100% to the back. This is my favorite screen here. You can see all the bumps in the road, showing you that this vehicle really is in tune with the road around you. You can see the engine performance. You're currently only using 50 horsepower, so dipping in on that throttle a little bit. We'll get to the engine here in a little bit. Very fuel efficient. You can see we were sitting stationary there for a little bit, so getting all the cameras set up, but just a lot of stuff, even in getting to learn the vehicle and things it can do. The seats will, while they don't massage you, they move and keep you active so you don't get stiff on a long ride.
Yeah.
So lots of stuff.
Which we have been testing out that feature.
And what was your thought?
Well, at first I was like, I'm not sure I'm gonna like this, but as we drove on, I'm like, I don't know. I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's mostly small, subtle moves. The seat back is the most noticeable one, but it'll even lift the seat cushion up and down, so it keeps you from getting stiff on a long ride. And then down here, we have all these different themes for both gauges, which actually corresponds with the drive mode, which corresponds with everything else. So there is just a lot that can be done in here. I've kind of got it on the one of the performance gauge clusters for you over there, and I'm gonna quit messing with everything because we've got a lot going on. But I felt like that one was clear and easy, and then I've got our navigation there in the center. But even that screen is super customizable. You can customize the center of the circle, the left side, the right side. It's almost too much.
Yep. You can customize the passenger seat. It has memory.
Three-person memory seat.
Memory on that.
And then we even have our drive modes here. So you've got slippery, individual, comfort, and sport. And then Sport Plus, which I already hear the exhaust opening up because it's got a dual mode exhaust, makes it just a little bit louder, stiffens the suspension, changes the throttle response. I can see you're at 1900 RPM right now. I drop it back down to comfort and it drops you down to 1600 RPM. So again, changing those throttle input points and things like that. Just all around a very fun performance vehicle as well. What has been your experience driving it? The comfort of it, the visibility?
Well, driving it is very fun. We're used to driving I'm used to driving my Jeep. So I feel kind of like I'm on the ground. But since I have this race car steering wheel, it's fun. The seat is so comfortable.
Holds you in place so nicely.
In. It's soft.
Yes.
I love the seat. I like driving it. I mean, we've been on the road for over an hour now, and it's very comfortable.
Not fatiguing by any means. Very comfortable. So you mentioned it is fun to drive. You feel like you're sitting down on the ground, but that's better driving dynamic because lower center of gravity. You've got an inline 6 turbocharged engine in front of us making 429 horsepower, good for a 0 to 60 time of 4.4 seconds, which is in EV territory with some of the EVs we've tried lately. We already mentioned the dual mode exhaust that makes it sound good. This really is an all-around fun car.
You like the loud.
I do.
I didn't love the loud.
I really like the loud, but just with the simple push of a button, it's not a problem anymore.
It's not a problem, but it definitely accelerates very smoothly, very quickly.
And with the 9-speed transmission, it's never really hunting for gears. You push the pedal down and you go, right? So what about the visibility in here?
Well, because it's a car, there's not as much. There's some blind spots,
right?
That I feel like
that really big pillar back there behind Tucker, especially having the child seat back there, just kind of adds a little bit of chunkiness over your right shoulder.
Yeah.
But blind spot monitoring in this. This does have 360 cameras, which I didn't notice this until backing it out of our garage. But when you are in reverse, the bird's eye camera has this blue box around the vehicle that kind of morphs and shapes itself based on what the radar sensors are picking up to let you know, okay, you're probably getting too close over here. It's just a weird little blob that I thought was really fun to watch as I was backing out. I was checking everything around me. I wasn't watching exclusively that bird's eye camera. And while we're talking about screens and the interior, what are your thoughts in here?
Well, I love the carbon
fiber.
Carbon fiber. Mm-hmm. I love that. I'm always going to be a fan of that.
Yep, and
it's nice.
Lots of it around, and a nice little panel here that opens up. You've got 2 cup holders, USB-C. So this car has leaned in heavily towards the future exclusive USB-C connectivity. So for the infotainment here, and there are 2 more USB-C ports in the center console here. But you also have a Qi wireless charger for your phone down there, and you can close it away and not have to worry about it.
It's nice.
Yep. Ambient lighting in here.
Yeah. Yes, I do like the lighting, and there's lots of options.
Again, Mercedes has got the interior lighting on point.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to spending some time on the road at night in this, just to truly appreciate all that Mercedes has put in with that ambient lighting.
Yeah. And there are, like with every feature in this car, there's a lot of different options to get to where you're trying to get to.
Right.
So I was trying to turn the volume up on the radio. I'm like, where in the world is the volume? Right? I'm pressing all the buttons on the screen. Well, there's, you can turn it up manually on the, whatever this is. You can do it on
knob.
The volume knob. on the console is what I was thinking of.
Okay.
You can do it from your steering wheel.
Yep.
What other way can you? I'm sure there's other ways.
I'm sure we have not messed around with this feature too much, but there is, hey Mercedes,
How can I help?
I'm warm.
I'm reducing the temperature on the front passenger side to 69 degrees.
Wow.
So Mercedes has got you taken care of. She even knew that it was me here on the passenger side saying that I was warm, and so now she's adjusting that.
Hey Mercedes, do you want to come live with me?
Or do you want her to come live with you? That is the question. This has been just a very, very fun car to have. And we haven't even talked about the exterior looks of this. What are your thoughts on the outside of this beautiful white E-Class sedan?
It's really pretty and sleek. It's definitely a car that's going to turn heads when you're driving down the street. And my favorite thing about the whole car is the look of it from the front.
Yes.
And how you've got the sleek lines like right up there on the hood.
I love the big Panamericana grille that lets the world know that you have the AMG Performance version. But that big Mercedes logo right there in the middle. She's still listening to me. And just very aggressive, but very well styled. And like you said, very sleek. I think, the biggest rival to Mercedes is clearly BMW. And style is in the eye of the beholder. But I would say that Mercedes definitely has it on point right now. I can't think of one vehicle that I look at and just go, ugh, or what were they thinking? Because they just really have it on point. And I think their design language looks best on their sedans, of which this is their mainstream, their bread and butter, the E-Class.
Yeah.
Tucker, what are your thoughts about this car? Do you like it? He's playing back there. I want to talk about car seat installation in this. So I fully get why so many people, especially families, like SUVs. It makes car seat installation so much easier. But let me just show you what it took to get Tucker's car seat into this one. So where this family sedan falls short of SUV counterparts is in the realm of child seat installation, because putting a car seat in the back of an SUV is always easier than a sedan, as I will quickly demonstrate. First, I do want to call out that the lower anchors are covered with hard plastic covers that are removable, but that you will have to do something with when they are no longer in use, covering those lower anchors. Getting our Graco forward-facing car seat in place is quite easy, and there is really no easy way of securing this rear anchor here, which is the toughest part of putting a car seat in the back of a sedan, and is one of the reasons why I am riding around with this car seat in the middle of my daily driver, because it is just far easier to put it on in the middle than it is on the side. Finding those lower anchor points, because they are surrounded in hard plastic, is actually rather easy, and you can clip the anchors in place rather easily as well, because there is no seat material covering them up or getting in the way. And then just a quick tighten up there, and then the tough one, securing this one without really anywhere to move your hands or to tighten it down. But there you go, car seat installation in the Mercedes-AMG E53. All right, Holly, so Tucker is busy playing back there, but I've got the window sticker here. We've started a new little thing What would Holly pay for this vehicle?
What would I pay? Or
Yeah.
would I don't think we should do what should Holly pay.
$1.
$1.
All right. What do you feel that this Mercedes-AMG E53 goes for?
So there are some key features.
Okay.
I know Mercedes is expensive. Okay, in our world, they're expensive at least. And there are a few key features that I feel like keep the cost maybe a little bit lower.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Like what?
I would say
Like
it's
what?
like 75-ish to 80.
Okay. What key features?
Mainly the air-conditioned seats.
Okay, the ventilated seats are a standalone option. I've been on Build and Price.
So you have to pay extra for it?
Yes, it's not part of a package or anything, but yes, it is an option. Our tester doesn't have it. So.
But you got to pay extra for it.
So you're going 75 to 80, right? 75 to 80K?
Yeah. But I mean, okay, so you have to keep in mind, I can't price engines and stuff like that.
Right.
But go ahead. But
Okay.
I know like the sport mode is probably more expensive and all of that.
2022 Mercedes-AMG E53 sedan with the 429 horsepower, twin scroll, turbocharged.
What's its twin scroll?
That's how the turbocharger works.
Oh, okay.
429 horsepower, all the goodies in here. Window sticker on this one, 87,600, which the carbon fiber that you and I both like so much accounts for 2,850 of that, 2,850 of that.
Oh, 2,000.
Yeah,
I thought you meant
2,800.
28,000. I was like, oh, I don't like carbon fiber that much.
No, $2,850 for all this carbon fiber.
But hey, if you're spending the money on a car like this,
Get what you want.
yeah, get that carbon.
So
I actually don't think that's a very expensive add-on when you're already spending this much on
right,
a car.
and then just the overall Mercedes build quality in this. We're on some good old Central Texas back roads. The ride is very smooth and compliant. We aren't in sport mode. We are in comfort, but it has been very comfortable down the road. Very comfortable in here. We already showed off how you can just talk to the car and tell it that you're too warm.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
She will adjust. What are your final thoughts of this 22 Mercedes-AMG, Mommy?
Well, I definitely think it's worth the price tag.
Yeah? Even though it overshot what you were guessing.
It did overshoot what I was guessing, but again, like I kind of thought maybe I was going low because of the engine, but I don't know a lot about the engine.
Right. Now,
So there's that. For me personally, I'm not spending that much money on a car that doesn't have ventilated seats.
but it's just a one standalone option, so
So I could just add it on. But I really like it. I like all the features. I like the customization, even though I don't like tech very much. And it's like you said, super smooth ride. We just went over some railroad tracks back there. Couldn't even hardly feel it, which isn't always the case for cars, right? We were able to fit, which we haven't even talked about, we were able to fit our huge suitcase, all of the trappings we need with the toddler, a whole bag just of his stuffed animals, snacks, all of that in the car. So
yeah, everybody thinks they need an SUV, but again, the sedan is not dead, still serves a purpose, and makes the driving dynamics of this one much more fun. You've been mentioning the engine. I know in my solo review, I got to play around a little bit more with the sportiness and the driving dynamics of this one. But here on this road trip, we are getting astounding fuel economy because This is also a mild hybrid system, so it has done a stellar job at getting relatively good fuel economy. So the window sticker is 21 city, 29 highway, 24 combined, so nearly 30 mpg, and I would say we've been getting that on this trip. So in the long run, it's even kind of economical for the long haul. And then I've got plenty of friends with Mercedes that swear by them. As long as you keep them maintained, they hold up, and you spend a little extra up front to buy the quality, and that quality lasts you.
Yeah, that's worth it.
Yep. If you liked this review and want to see more from us as a family and how vehicles fit into our lifestyle, as well as more child seat installation tests, be sure and subscribe and ring that bell so you're notified every time we post a new video. If you want to see some behind the scenes stuff or know what we're driving before it is here on the YouTube channel, find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, all at GT Garage Talk. And you can even go to our website where you will find links to our award-winning podcast. That website. Thank you, Mercedes.
Keeping us informed, honey.
That website is gtgaragetalk.com. Until next time, gearheads. Bye.
Now turn slight right and then turn second right.
You like that, Tucker?
Yeah, why was the Mercedes talking when it was still going?
She didn't know she was interrupting me.
She wanted to be on the video too. What do you think?
US 190.
You think she wanted to be on GT Garage Talk?
So is that why guys didn't get money?
Yep,
What? The car?
the camera.
Oh, yep.
For the Mercedes?
Yeah, do you want to take Mercedes home with us?
Do you like this one?
Yeah.
What are your favorite things about this one?
The talking Mercedes.
You like when she talks to us?
Yeah.
You didn't know we could talk to her like Siri? No, that's pretty fun, isn't it?
Dad,
Yes, sir?
talk to her.
Hey, Mercedes, I'm warm.
I'm reducing the temperature to 66 degrees.
66 degrees, honey.
I know, I'm gonna...
Make the Mercedes talk to you again.
Hey, Mercedes, are we there yet?
You will arrive at George, 180 Century Court, College Station at 2:26 p.m.
Hey, Mercedes, what do you think of BMW?
How can I help?
What do you think of BMW?
They're nice. I like seeing them through my rear view mirror.
Did you know I was going to say that?
She has jokes.
She tells a joke. That was pretty silly.
Hey, Mercedes, tell me a joke.
Hey, where's the real time, though? Where? Oh, there it is.
151.
Okay.
Hey, Mercedes,
How may
We
I
gotta
help?
get up.
tell me a
up
joke.
here.
Why don't oysters give to charity? Because they are shellfish.
Oh.
Did you like that?
I liked it.